Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a little different than what I normally put on this channel. This is basically a get ready with me video. A bunch of beauty people that I have seen on YouTube, sometimes they will do this where they just put on their makeup and chat with you. And I've had a couple people ask me about how I put my eyeshadow on. So I said, you know what, I'm gonna film a video of me putting on my whole face, you know, my whole makeup routine. So hair's already fixed. Now, I'm not inventive or creative. I'm not a makeup expert. I am not one of these beauty gurus that are really popular on YouTube. Basically, for my eyeshadow, I get tutorials from Angela Bright. She is on YouTube. I will link her channel below. I love her tutorials because the 3 makeup palettes that I have for eyeshadow, she uses them a lot, and she has her videos really close up to her eye, so you can really see how to put it on. So, I do my eyeshadow first before I do any of my face makeup, and you'll see why. So I'm going to be using Urban Decay's Naked Heat for my eyeshadow today. And I wrote down, this is one of Angela's tutorials, so I wrote down which ones to use in what order because normally I'm watching her tutorial on my phone when I'm putting on the eyeshadow. So the very first eyeshadow I am going to put on, and I put it in my crease, is called He Devil, which is this one right here. Right there. So I just dip my brush in. You can, let me look in this mirror. And I go to town, you know, because I can clean it. Oh, I forgot. See, I'm not used to doing it this way. Normally, I will prime my eyelids with Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. I can put that over it. It's not a big deal. I will just dab it on. And yes, the top of the lid came unglued, so yeah. And I just rub that in with my finger. And I will put it also underneath my eye because I put eyeshadow under there as well, as you'll see. Yeah, normally I would not have eyeshadow on when I do this. Okay. Now let's pretend I didn't already have that eyeshadow on. So I'm going to go in with He Devil again, right in the crease. And I'm using a Sigma E25 brush. These brushes aren't cheap, but they're not too expensive. And I decided to go ahead and get a couple of really good brushes because you only need a couple. Okay, yeah, it looks kind of a hot mess, but just watch, it'll come together. Then on the same, no, not on the same brush. On a different brush, I am using Sigma's E35, which looks like this. I'm going to use the color Sauced, which is this 3rd color in right here, just to try to blend out the edges of that, what I just did. And you can see it's really high up there, right, on my eye. I was trying to get the lighting right so you guys could really see. I have my makeup mirror on. I wonder if I turn that off, you'd be able to see better. No. Okay. Then she put He Devil again in the crease again to make the crease darker. Yes, Angela has a lot of really good tutorials. Almost every makeup look that I do comes for her tutorials. So like I said, I will link her channel down below. And I'm not afraid, as you know, to go bold on my eyeshadow. Or glittery, as you'll see, because I'm going to be adding some frosty eyeshadow. Okay, so then she put this color Ember on the lid, and I'm looking for the brush that I do that with. Okay, the brush that I will use for my lid is a Sigma E32 brush. It looks like this, it will really pack on the eyeshadow. And Ember is this one way in here in the corner, and it's a shimmery eyeshadow. It's really pretty. So I just dab my brush and just pack it on. And you can see it's like glittery. I'm used to looking in this mirror when I do this. I'm gonna put some more on. Okay. And do the other eye. Now, I think when I did this look before, I actually added dark eyeshadow in the corner. I'm actually going to add Ashes, which is this dark brown color right here, and I'm going to use my finger. I use my finger quite a bit for eyeshadow. I'm just going to, see I have it on my finger? I'm just going to dab it right there in the corner. And then I'm going to use my ring finger to kind of blend it. And then I'm going to do the same with the other side. Yeah, this is a pretty simple eyeshadow look. Okay. Oh, and I always have Neutrogena makeup wipes right next to me because God knows I always get all over my fingers. Okay, so that's it for the eyeshadow. You'll see how I kind of, and I will, like I said, I will take my finger, and especially up here on my upper lid or the crease, I will really take my finger and blend that so it looks pretty seamless. Okay, now I put on my eyeliner. Oh, wait a minute, I put eyeshadow underneath my eye, and I usually use the E25 brush. She put He Devil and Sauced on her lower lid. So I'm just going to go in with both of those. And you can just, I just make kind of a mess because you can go back in and clean it up. I clean it up with concealer when I put my face makeup on. It looks kind of like I got punched in the eye right now, but it'll look better, trust me. Okay. Now done with the eyeshadow. Next is eyeliner. What I use for eyeliner is two of them. I use Urban Decay's All Nighter eyeliner. I like this because you don't have to sharpen it. All you do is roll it up. First, I will go in my waterline on the lower lid. And I will actually line the waterline of my upper lid too. But then I will just put a bold line on my upper lid. Now, and I will do the other eye in a minute, but I usually do one eye completely at a time when I do the eyeliner. I use this e.l.f. Smudge Eye Sponge to smudge the liner. And kind of give it that smoky eye look. And it will also blend with the eyeshadow that I put under my eye. And then I do the same for the top. I usually smudge that too. Okay, yeah, that's looking pretty good. Okay, and then what I will do, because I will usually wing my eyeliner out a little bit, is then I go back in with Stilla's Stay All Day Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner. Shake it up, and it has this kind of brush on it. I will go in the inner corner of my eye and just kind of trace the line I just did. But then I put the pencil like this, the eye pen like this. I put it up against the very corner right here, and I press and bring it in. And you can see it kind of made, wow, it actually did it a little thicker than I'm used to. Yeah, it's a pretty defined wing right there. But a good tip is you can always touch up your eyeliner either with a concealer or with a Q-tip and eye makeup remover. Very, very gently, it will get it off. Yeah, I'm gonna leave that. That doesn't look bad. Okay. And I will kind of rub my finger underneath to clean up that eyeshadow and kind of blend it in. Now I put on mascara. Like I said, I do one eye completely. This looks like a hot mess, the cover of it, because of the label's wearing off. But this is L'Oreal's Voluminous Lash Paradise. This is the best mascara that I've ever used. And it's in the drugstore. And I will blink on the brush. I know you know, how to put on mascara could be pretty redundant, but this is how I do it. And I will put on 2 coats. And I don't put mascara on my bottom lashes because for me, what happens is by the end of the day, I look like a raccoon. Like it's all over the bottom of my underneath, and no, that looks horrible for me. Yeah. So now I'm going to do the same thing to the other eye that I just did to that one. And some days my makeup is a lot better than other days. It's hit or miss. Like I said, I'm not an expert. This is just how I have come to put my makeup on. Over, you know, putting on makeup for 25 years. Something like that. And this may be a much bolder look than most of you want to do. Yeah. Yeah, you can see that one did a little bit better with the wing. I never get them even. I'm not that good. And then mascara. I'm just so glad to have eyelashes and eyebrows again after not having them for a few months and having to draw them on basically. Now my eyebrows, when they came in, I wax them now and everything. I used to never do anything, but when they started coming in, I started grooming them. So my eyes, like, I use to fill in because you can see they're kind of patchy. I use Beneful. That's dog food. No, wait a minute. Something's in my eye. Ugh. Okay, wait a minute. My eye's like, mascara, I think, got in it. Okay. Benefit's Gimme Brow. This is a trial size. I got this when, I think I got it as a deluxe sample when I bought something from Sephora. Wait a minute, I think an eyelash got in my eye. Of course, it had to get in my eye when I'm trying to do a, you know, a tutorial. Let me put some more eyeliner because I just like rubbed it off. Ooh, that was a bit too much. Okay. All right, so it comes in like this brush. I really like it though because all I do is kind of brush my eyebrow up, and it's almost like a gel. It's not a pencil or a powder. And you can see it fills it in. Because a pencil for me, it looks too harsh, I think. So I just use this and I'm almost out of it. I'm considering ordering a full size of it because my mom is getting me a gift certificate to Sephora for Christmas. So yeah, I just fill them in a little bit, but I really like that. And I think it's just one color. I'm not sure. Yeah, it's gel. Okay. Now what I do is I will wipe sort of on my cheeks because usually there's fallout from the eyeshadow. That's why I do my eye makeup before I do my face makeup. Because if you have your foundation and concealer and powder and all that on, and then you do your eyes and you have eyeshadow there, you're gonna have to wipe off your makeup. So, I have a beauty blender that I use, that I just dropped. I just got this at Rite Aid. I wet it, so it's damp. And the foundation I use is Maybelline's Fit Me. I really like this. I saw this on a beauty blogger's review on YouTube and she tried it. And because even foundation in the drugstore now is getting expensive. This was like $11 or $12, I think. And the color I use is, what color is this? 120 Classic Ivory. And the reason why I like this too is my skin is normally dry. This is normal to dry, and it also has SPF 18 in it. So I just put it on my finger and I just put it all over my face. Put it on my cheeks. Forehead. I just dab it on. Chin. I will like dot my nose because I don't put a ton of foundation on my nose. Okay, yeah, I mean I don't put a ton on. So then I use the beauty blender and just blend it into my skin. And I'm careful around the under eye because I just did my makeup there. Yeah, I will take a few minutes to do this, and you can press pretty hard. I try to press as hard as I can stand it to really get it into your skin. Now this looks like it's dirty. It's not. It just gets stained. I wash it every other day or every third day with baby shampoo. Otherwise, I just rinse it out when I'm done. And I've never had a problem. And every couple of months, I'll buy a new one. They're not that expensive. They're like $5. Okay. Then I put concealer on, the Tarte Shape Tape. Now, I have discoloration from sun damage as a kid. Here and here. So those are the areas that I really focus on. But I will also go under my eyes and I just dab it on. This smells really good. I love this. This smells like Sprite soda, like 7-Up. I don't know what they put in it, but I love this stuff. This is the best concealer I've ever used. This is not cheap. This is like 20 bucks, I think, for a concealer. But worth it. Totally worth it. And yeah, I just dab it all over like that. Now, before going in with this, I use, because a sponge will soak up the product, okay? I use this e.l.f. contouring brush to first blend this into my skin. Just dab it and move the brush. Because this way, before I use the beauty blender, this is pretty much into my skin and it's doing its job. It's covering up. Because I don't want all the concealer to be gone that I just put on my face. Then I go in with the beauty blender and just dab. Just blend it more in there. All right, so let me do the other side. Yeah, I mean, sun damage, you know, I don't go in the sun now and I wear sunscreen. But as a kid, you know, sun damage sometimes does not show up for 25 or 30 years after you have it. At least that's what I've heard. And that makes sense because I just noticed those spots on my cheeks like 2 years ago. So, yeah. Wear sunscreen, kids. Don't play around. Yeah. Okay. Then I go back in with the beauty blender and just really make sure I blend, you know, on my jawline. You don't want a makeup line. Okay. Then I put powder on. I use the Maybelline Fit Me powder that goes with the foundation, and this is in light. This is shade number 15. And I use, instead of a brush, because you can see how the powder is, I use this to put it on. I will just dab that in the powder and just do this. I don't need a ton of powder. My face is, like I said, more dry than oily. So I don't need a ton of powder. And I'll be honest, I usually don't put blush on because my cheeks are all usually ruddy anyway, but I will today because of doing this video. The blush I usually use is something I got in one of my BoxyCharm boxes. It is by Studio Makeup and it's Luminous Loose Blush. And the brush I usually use for it is this Eco Tools brush I got at Rite Aid. So I will just very lightly dip this in there. And I barely touch my cheeks. Like I said, I hardly ever wear blush. Yeah, I will barely touch my cheeks with this. I used to wear cream blush, which stayed on. That really did. Okay, so there's that. Now the last thing I put on is lipstick, and I'm going to go bold today. Usually I wear lip gloss. I'm normally a lip gloss person. I found this crayon, well, a lip crayon, and I saw it on someone's Instagram, I think, and I was like, what the F, what color is that? It's Burt Bees, and it's Napa Vineyard. I'm always on the lookout for a good red lipstick because I think done right, it looks really, really good. I feel like I've never been able to pull off a red lip, but this works really good because you can get really precise around your lip area because it's a crayon. Now, first I will put on a lip liner that I fill in my lips with, and I use a pink one every single time, no matter what color lipstick or whatever I put on. And I had already put on Blistex lip balm. So yeah, I just color in my whole lip with this lip pencil. Okay, you could almost put gloss over that and leave that. But we're gonna do something bold today. We're gonna put this red lip crayon on. Okay, what's nice about this is you don't have to sharpen it, you just roll it up as you use it. I'm really careful with this. I've used this once. You're gonna see how bold this is when I start putting it on. See how red that is? Yeah, I'm still on the fence if it's too red for me. Yeah, it is really red. You can see that. I think it looks pretty good though. And it's matte, it's not gloss. Okay, that's the final look. Actually, I really like that. And it's not too drying on your lips, which is good. So that was it. This is the final look. Like I said, I'm not a beauty expert. I'm not a makeup guru. I just put on makeup like any other person puts it on. But I wanted to show you how I did my whole face because I've had a couple people ask. So as always, if you have any questions, please put them in the comments section below and I will answer them to the best of my ability. Thank you for watching and subscribing, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.